Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are here to do a collective message. This is going to be a specific channeled message for a specific group of people. So if you do feel drawn in any kind of way to the title, to the thumbnail, or if this pops up randomly, then it could be for you. I'm setting the intention here with Spirit that this will come across your timeline if it's meant for you. So I trust that Spirit will deliver this to whoever most needs to hear it, and that you will find some resonance here with the message if it's going to be for you. Okay, so I have my notes here. This is a message I pick up on during meditation for this specific group of people. And towards the end of the reading, I am going to be going over some specific details that could give you a hint or a clue if this is for you, including a few names and other details. Okay, so the first thing that I was being shown here when I tuned in was they actually showed me a card from a deck of mine, and it says glob of nonsense, and it just shows kind of a glob of paint on it here, like a black glob of paint. And then I heard take a vacation, and they showed me like blank and kind of just nothingness here. So this feels to be a situation for this group of people that perhaps you have been trying to make something work, or you've been trying to force something to happen, or you've just simply been waiting. You've been in some kind of state of confusion, waiting for something, or you've been in a cycle or a circle many times with something. And then they also showed me the Temperance card in Tarot in reverse position. And I heard you can only give or do so much. So this actually feels to be a pretty straightforward message here. For most of you, this feels to be in the realm of like something with either a job or a business, or maybe you're waiting for, I will go over the details, but there's some kind of specific message about communication here. So you're waiting to maybe hear back from something or someone, or you're waiting for you to receive some sort of feedback with something, or clients or something of the sort like that, I feel, for most of you. And so if you've been trying to overgive, or if you have been trying to repeat a cycle to make something work or to get an answer with something, but you just kind of keep hitting the same brick wall, I'm hearing to take a vacation. Just take a bit of a step back right now. And I heard, let it come to you. It's not ready yet. And there seems to be a very strong message about this. I kept hearing in God's time, in divine timing. So if something is not working, you may have to stop trying right now, or stop trying to force something to happen, or force something to work, or wait for something to come in, and let it come to you when the right time is the right time. Because there's a strong aspect here. They showed me eyes up in the sky, and I heard something like the universe's eyes, or God's eyes are watching. And then I heard divine timing. So there is going to be a chance to start anew with whatever this is, or to have, I was being shown like a blank sheet of paper. So something that, again, you've been waiting to receive, that somehow is like you really wanted this. Whatever this is, you really want it. And you really hope that this would come in, or this would happen, because you feel something that it would help to move your life forward, or it would help to move your life along. But what Spirit is saying here is there's a karmic cycle that has to wrap up first. They showed me a carousel, and I heard behind the karmic curtains is what I heard. And again, I was seeing those eyes, and they were showing that there's not, you don't know everything that's going on with this, or there's more to the situation. There's more happening than what you can see here. And so I really feel that this is going to be for someone who needs to, again, take a bit of a step back, to draw back within yourself, or if you have been trying to force or give, maybe just stop giving at the moment. There's an imbalance here with the Temperance reversed. So for me in this reading, Temperance can be about patience, but it can also be about an imbalance. So when I see this here in reverse and with the rest of the messages, it kind of feels like maybe a sense of, again, overgiving, which then doesn't allow for the receiving to come in. Or a feeling of just the situation is off balance right now. It's not primed, it's not ready, it's not something that is in alignment. And I feel like there's a lot of frustration about this, there's a lot of confusion about this, but they keep saying here to, if it's not working the way it's been working, and this would definitely be that you've been in this cycle or you've been around this circle or this carousel a few times. Or maybe many times. So this could be something that you've either been waiting for a long time, or you've been in some kind of, cycle that feels like it's just not working, or you're always overgiving and it just doesn't like come to you directly. It's just because it's not ready yet. Okay, and then they also showed me a bridge, and I heard restored. All is not lost, it's just not right now. So, and they show me a rainbow. So whatever this is, there is going to be a restoration of this, or in some way you will not have lost, even if you feel that way now. Okay, whatever this is going to be for you, even if you feel like something's not working now, something I want to receive or to hear from is not coming in now, I do see this like blank sheet of paper, and there is going to be something at the very least that will resolve this or replace this or restore the situation. So what you're experiencing now is just because it's not the right time. So it's not all lost. And I feel like that's because the eyes watching here are still keeping an eye on the situation. It's like Spirit has not forgotten you, if that's a message here too. If you feel like it's just kind of you're left kind of in the dark, you're left in sort of your own energy here to pick up the pieces or to wait for something endlessly. It's just not something that I feel Spirit, your guides want you to take control over right now, or to try to force into. So if you do feel that this resonates, you may want to, if you can, like take a few days just to rest, to recuperate, to just maybe have just something about like blank, like just nothing right now. You don't have to do anything right now when it comes to this particular situation. So rest, meditate, take a step back, especially if you have been feeling, because this definitely, for whoever this is going to resonate with, there's definitely a sense of like frustration, maybe even anger, some unsettled emotions about this, and a lot of confusion, a lot of fog around something that's just not coming in or not happening. So it's like Spirit is still keeping an eye on this, because it's still something that they're working with you with. They haven't kind of forgotten about you. It's just that there is something behind the scenes that has to wrap up or has to complete for your highest good. And that really could be anything. It could be something that we don't quite understand. It might be that for whatever reason, maybe, Spirit has a better plan for you, or maybe there is something that just wouldn't kind of be right for you at the moment, or in the form that it would come to you now. So it's like the Spirit does know best when it comes to this. So let whatever this is come to you without giving so much to the situation. Okay. So as for the specific details that I picked up on, these do not have to resonate with everyone, of course. But there could be some hints or clues here for you if this is going to be for you. So as I mentioned, there's a strong sense of disappointment here, and confusion and fog. And they will also show me somebody surrounded by a lot of like smog or fog or smoke around them. And so this would definitely be for you if you've been feeling quite low, disappointed, if you've been feeling that things are very frustrating at the moment. I was also getting a very dull or still feeling. So maybe there's just not a whole lot moving for you in this context, or in this situation, or even as a whole in your life maybe. Because I couldn't really pinpoint like what exactly is this. I think for most of you, I was seeing like the Page of Pentacles. So it probably is more of like a material thing you're waiting to receive, or an offer of some sort. Or even just for things to improve maybe financially for you, for the business to pick up, or more clients to come in, something like that. But take it how it applies. It could even be a whole life shift, like you just feel like you're in a dull kind of still place here, and you're like left in the dark corner is what I was seeing. So you don't have a lot of information right now, and you don't have a lot of like maybe hope to go off of, or you're just waiting kind of for this to come in. And this would definitely be something that you really want. I kept getting like, you really want this, or you really thought this would work out. So take it how it applies. You know, maybe it's a job and you really wanted this job, or you really wanted this business to work out. You were really hopeful about it, and you have really held it very close to your heart. Like, you really want this. And I kept getting something about like communication, the throat chakra, text or writing, a blank piece of paper. So I don't know if this is you waiting to receive, again, communication from somebody. So it could be that you are quite literally waiting for like an email, a text, a response or a reply back from like, you know, a company, something like that. Or maybe it has to do with your own creativity. For others of you, something that you're wanting to create or to move forward for yourself, but maybe you are like having a writer's block or something, or like you can't kind of get anything moving. Yeah, and I was also hearing too, this is something that you've been trying to fix or twist something into being. So once again, it's like you've tried this either many times, or as of right now, maybe you've become so flustered or frustrated about this that you're trying to twist it and contort it into something that it's not ready to become, or not right for you right now, or maybe at all. But there is definitely a lot of timing here. So I feel like it's more about the time frame, or like when something is more of an aligned time, which is not right now. So this would be something that, again, you've tried to like make it work a lot. You've tried to give and give, or maybe even just give a lot of your mental energy to it, over and over, or just recently, like in a very imbalanced, fearful, or sort of desperate even kind of state. I was also getting here a fox, and they were actually showing that to be behind the eyes that we're watching, the divine timing. I was seeing a fox. So once again, this ties into something karmically happening, or some sort of maybe deception, or all is not as it seems, or I don't know, maybe some sort of astrological, like it's not the right time for something to happen. There's something of like a sneaky fox that you don't see in the situation, which is why it's not happening or working, okay, at the moment. So maybe if you've been seeing a fox, you know, in dreams, or if you've been having the fox come up in like readings, that could be a sign for you as well. I'm also getting something here about somebody who could have short hair. If you are a female, you may have like a bob or a short haircut. Again, these don't all have to resonate. Something here about silver or gray. So you could have silver hair, gray hair, okay, or something with silver. Maybe this somehow involves silver in whatever way, jewelry, something like that. I was also getting here someone with glasses, and they were showing me a tree and like a foundation. So for the most part, again, this has to do with something that would make your life more stable, or that you would hope would happen so that your life can become more stable and whole, okay? I was also getting something here about a U-turn, and I heard like you had to turn around and wait, or you had to choose something else because this didn't work out. So maybe you feel like you just didn't have any choice but to move into a different direction, or to give this up, kind of, even though I don't feel like you've given it up. That's why it's coming through. But maybe it's like a job again, and you had to choose another path even though you really wanted this one. Or this is like something at the moment that you're considering, like, if this doesn't work out, I guess I have to go into a different path. Also, I was getting something about a house. So this could be something about, like, again, waiting for some sort of approval, or maybe you wanted a certain house, but that didn't work out, and then you have to kind of find a different house now. It really could be a few different things, but it seems like it's something involving like a foundation of some kind. Yeah, and I was seeing a blank sheet of paper, I already mentioned that. So it could have something to do with this will move into like a blank sheet of paper kind of energy, to where there's something new to create from this when the time is going to be better. And then I was hearing the names Brandy, Cecilia or Celine or something that sounds similar, the initial C. Also the name Ashley and Travis. Also something here about a mermaid. Okay, so take that what that will be. Maybe that's a sign for someone, a mermaid. Also something with conversation or news. And I was seeing like a chair. I think it was like from the tea leaf deck. I think it said something like somebody is entering your life or there's a conversation to be had. So again, I do feel like this probably involves waiting for information of some kind or waiting to hear something. So yeah, I think that's it. I will also roll the astrological dice here just to get any specific signs, which could give someone an extra confirmation maybe if your sign comes up here. But yeah, I think that's it. Also, there could be something here. I kept hearing influencer, or I heard that a few times. So maybe you are an influencer, maybe you have an online business or a small business. Okay, that also could be for some specifically. And with the smoke and fire, maybe some of you are, in California dealing with that here. I was also getting possibly for some of you that as well. But yeah, overall, I feel like they want you here to just really see something as it's not kind of worth giving endlessly to something or trying so hard when it's not working. It just means we have to look at it from a different angle here now. So let's go ahead and roll the dice. This could give you some extra confirmation. So what signs, Spirit, are coming up here for those to have an extra confirmation if this is going to be for them? What signs are involved here? We have Taurus. We have Capricorn. We have Cancer. We have Sagittarius. And we have Scorpio. Let's do one more. And we have Virgo. So we do have a lot of Earth. So all three Earth signs came up: Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So yeah. So I'll leave it here. I really hope that this could find whoever it's meant for. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know if this connects with you. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.